can move that to the side. We're using these Whisper White note cards and envelopes. You can't get these now because Whisper White is now discontinued. I do know there is a shipment of the actual paper coming in soon, but it's not orderable at the minute. So if you're shopping online, use the code 7ZUJJ2Z2. It's giving me lots of funny codes recently. So it's smithscraftycreations.stampinup.net, and if you shop online using this hostess code, you'll be sent some free product as a gift from me, as well as my handmade card or other handmade item. Okay, so let's put this away. So I'll let you see the spread of cards. Hopefully you can see them all. Now we are stamping on vellum. So what I will do is we'll do the stamping on the vellum first, because it does take a little longer to dry, but there's lots of ideas here. And it used minimal supplies. And look how gorgeous this stamps directly onto the note cards. Hi Margaret! Good morning, good morning. So it's my son's 15th birthday today, so he was up really early. He's now up the stairs. Tina's saying, is a code on the website? Yes, it is. If you go to the smithscraftycreations.com, Tina, it should be on the right hand side if you're on a PC. If you're on a mobile or a tablet, if you just scroll right down to the bottom, it will show in the bottom of the screen. Morning Jane, how are you? Thanks Tracy, she's saying the cards are pretty. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's 15, firstborn. My little treasure. Right, okay. So, I need to get some vellum. And I'm being really good because I'm using my supplies instead of hoarding them. So, this is our wonderful vellum. So, this comes in sheets of 20 and it's really, really, really nice. I also, wet emboss is really nice too. Hi Lindsay! Nice to have you here, hon. I've missed you. I've missed you, I've missed you. Right, so, these little cards measure 5 1/8 by 3 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so what we need to do is I'm going to take a 1/4 of an inch border and layer up this section. So I need to cut some Whisper White in the first instance, and then we'll do some stamping. And then we could just chat while I'm cutting up all the stuff. So, morning Kirsten, hope you're well. I actually forgot to create this event and I just managed to remember last night to do it. Right, so let's see. So these are, what's that, 3 3.5 really, by 5. Okay, 3.5 by 5. So I need 4 3/4. Hang on, what's going on with that trimmer? Something is stuck. Right, hang on. So 4 3/4, and we want it 3 1/4. So this is, we'll try and make 3 cards. This is the layer that I'm going to adhere the coloured cardstock onto, and then we'll layer it up with dimensions to give it some 3D effect. Is everybody set for Christmas? I do hope so. Right, I'm going to just shift these ones out the way, okay? Alright, let's get the icky bits off my desk. Okay, so what am I doing now? I need to cut up the coordinating colours. The one that I forgot to do on these cards was actually the petal pink, so let me grab it. So there's actually 6 colours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the shade white. Okay, so this is the coordinating colours that goes with the DSP. So they're really, really pretty. So what we need to do is just get scrap bits out where we can. I always like to put the scraps, I store these in wallets, and then in the reverse I put the scraps in the back. Okay, Tina's saying, not yet, I'm behind, and that is not me. Oh, I know. It's been a funny old year. I can't believe that we're less than a week till Christmas. It is scary. Right, there's some of these that aren't scraps. That's okay. We need to make sure it's the same width as the little mat layer that I cut there. Right. Have I got all the colours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get a bigger bit of this. Hi Rachel. Hope you're well. Morning Karen. Thank you so much for my gift. I do have lots of Happy Mail that I need to share. I've just been so behind with everything. I've hardly done any videos. Yes, the last colour's Petal Pink. Now the width is to be 3.5, okay, but I'm just going to 3 1/4, sorry, I'm just going to make the strips 3.5 so that I can overlap it and then trim it. Morning Yvonne, how are you? Hope you're well. Okay, so 3.5. And then we're going to cut these into little strips that measure 1/2 inch. Are you all organised for Christmas, Yvonne? Hope you're well. Don't forget there's this week remaining to pop your Christmas decorations projects up in the my Crafty Stampin' Club page, and then I will be sending out a couple of prizes. I know Karen Egan's already had hers, and I can't remember who the other one was, Alison. So everyone's saying she's all sorted. Brilliant. That's brilliant. I've only managed to give out 4 cards. Now this would be a perfect time to use the little mini guillotine, but I'm just going to go ahead and use my trimmer. So we could just chat as I'm doing these 1/2 inch strips. I need quite a few of them. Not quite sorted for Christmas. I do have Christmas dinner because I'm going to have to cook. Morning Ashley, my lovely. Thank you for my card. I was just saying I've got a lot of Happy Mail to do a little video on. I've just not had time to respond or share online yet, but I will do. I loved your e-card. Okay. This is a good way to use your scraps, by the way, because we all know we've all got some lying around. Waste not, want not, they say. Are you all organised for Christmas, Ashley? Da-da-da-da. Right. Once these are all cut up, the cards are really quick to make, so I want to try and make sure I'm here for an hour and catch up with you all. Ashley's, you've been busy as well. I know, it's just hectic. I've been doing a lot of stuff for my team, getting Happy Mail out and things like that, and yesterday, oh my goodness, it was 11:30 at night before I realised, and I was up till 2 o'clock because I was bedded yesterday with my ME for a couple of hours. That's every day this week. So I've just got to go and lie down for 3 hours, and it does help. Oh, morning Stacey. We are fine this morning, how are you? Rouse is saying, are you having a parents at your house on Christmas Day? No, Rouse, my mum had her leg amputated 7 weeks ago, so she isn't able to cook or anything, so we're going up. That's how we're keeping away from others just now, because want to maintain that bubble with my parents for Christmas. So the only thing I need to do is go at some point and get some fresh veg, cook soup and then freeze it. Ashley's saying she needs to buy something for hubby. Got Hannah's, no one else is having anything this year. They don't want it. Oh, bless. Is Hannah's golf related. Ricky Jr., my youngest son, he's 9. He's outgrown his first set of golf clubs, so he's getting a set for Christmas. So that's really good. He's just grown too quick. It sure does get expensive quickly. Sorry if I'm putting anybody to sleep watching me do this. It's quite monotonous, but needs must. It'll be so worth it. I don't know if you remember, I made cards similar to this for my doctor's surgery way back at the start of April, I think it was. I made some rainbow Love Our NHS cards for them, and I used the same kind of technique, but I used normal size cards instead of notelets. Okay. Right, there's Petal Pink. We have 2 more to go. Stacey's saying, I've just got my Christmas food shopping to get, doing that today, and that is you done. Oh, well done. Then you could sit down, put your feet up and give a big pat on the back to yourself and a big sigh of relief and a rest before you have to actually think about the chaos when we're cooking on Christmas Day. Tina saying, my nan and uncle always gives me something for the flat. Oh, that's lovely. It's good to know there's still kindness out there. Ashley said, new electric trolley she doesn't know about, and other things from her list. Ah, brilliant. That's good. She's getting an electric trolley. Oh dear, right. Come on, chop, 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 chop. Let me move this so you can see the hostess code in case anybody's wanting to shop. I have wonderful little cute thank you gifts for people who shop. And if you use the hostess code, like I say, if you spend over £25 before shipping, you will get some free product. However, if you order £150, you don't use the code because you will be able to redeem 10% free. It's just not everybody can spend that kind of money in the one go sometimes, so all the small orders add up, and use the hostess code, and then I can claim the 10% goodies that I share out. Good morning, Helen. How are you, my lovely? Tina's saying she's good to Stacey. She is drinking the first cup of coffee. I'm on number 3. Yesterday I had 7 of my gingerbread lattes in my Tassimo. You could use the code as many times as you want, hun, but that's okay if you're maybe ordering something this week and then ordering something the next week. But you will have to pay the 2 lots of shipping, that's the only thing. Ashley's saying that her daughter's getting new clubs in the new year because of COVID, it'll be February and March before they're available. Oh dear. We had Ricky's golf clubs delivered to the golf shop, but they came in the wrong bag, so they were sent back. Right, that's me. Got all my little strips. Kirsten's saying she's the same, just Christmas food shop to do and wrap. Oh yeah, that's what I believe to do. That's one thing I don't like doing is wrapping presents. Oh, good morning, Helen. Stacey's saying this year's a bit special as it's Jack's second Christmas without being in hospital, getting treatment. Oh, is this? Oh, that is sad. So there's a bit of joy and there's a bit of sorrow there as well, Stacey. Mixed feelings this year. I know, it's just been extremely tough. Everybody seems to have had some sort of upset on top of COVID. It's just, life can be so cruel. But you've got to try and see the positives in life. That's what I say myself. Yeah, Ashley, I hope we do. Morning, Jackie. I hope you're well. Dee-dee-dee. Right, now these note cards are really thick, so I'm just going to bone them a little bit more. Margaret's saying she loves wrapping presents, one of my favourite parts. Bless. I think the first 2 or 3 start off okay, and then they start getting a bit scabby looking, Margaret. Saying that, all the gifts for other people in the family, they've had handmade boxes made, so that's fine. It's just really the kids. Right, so, shall we get sticking these on? Let me get a bit of scrap paper so I don't get glue everywhere. I put in a big order the other day when I got paid. I think I ordered 10 packs of cardstock that was running out of. Right, so just going to get this glue lid off. I need my little rubbish box, which is a recycled Princess Ham tin. I've got these little things from IKEA on it. It stops it scoring my desk. But these are perfect for putting rubbish in. Ashley's saying she hates wrapping. Me too, honey. Me too. I did actually push the boat out and get bows and stuff for the boys. Right, I think I'm going to do it in this sequence. We're going to do Soft Sea Foam, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Cocoa Rose, Soft Sea Foam, and then Night of Navy. Like so. Okay. Fab. Now, normally I would give some of these cards away, but I'm going to be using these as swaps in my team with my team ladies, because celebration's coming up, so we're just sharing projects with each other to help our business. However, I do have a prize, which is, I will do get this my boys to pick out a random name. Okay, and I will send you this beautiful little handmade scissor charm. Isn't that adorable? So I do have one of my own scissors. I bought these for team gifts and customer gifts the other month. Like so. I have actually ordered all the bitties to make some of these myself. So all I need to do is get a hold of this string. I don't know what it is you look up for that. And these little clip bits here. So someone will be gifted that. And if you pop it on your favourite scissors. Let me see. What send them all to me to wrap. Margaret saying, oh, you're a darling. Stacey saying, yep, most positive things in my house from the new year. Don't want a year like this. Definitely, we're all looking forward. Karen saying beautiful colours. Thank you. Rouse and Ashley saying they're so pretty. Right, so all I'm going to do is pop some glue on, and then we're just going to line them up. Okay, so we do know that we have a 1/4 inch leave, what's the word? 1/4 inch extra, so that we can line these up nice and straight and not worry about the edge being funny. So we're just doing that, lining them all up. Ashley saying you could buy the string bit with the metal attachment on eBay. Oh, could you message me after this, Ashley, and let me know what they're called? Diane saying I may have some of that cord in my stash at the flat. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. That would be lovely. Right, so we'll go through all the colours and then we start again in the same sequence. I ordered a little kit off eBay with some starter stuff for jewellery making. It was in a little box, but when it came it was all smashed, so I wasn't very happy, but I did get a 30% refund, which is fine. Thank you so much, Ashley. Right, you will see, hi Janet, lovely to have you here. This one overlaps over the edge, but that's absolutely fine. So here it's here. I'll give it a second to dry and then we'll cut these bits off. I'll quickly grab what I've got, just to show you. See, I've got this cord here, but that is far too thick for scissor charms. Got little tweezers. Hiya, Leslie. What's that you're making, Tricia? This, hun. I want to try and make these little scissor charms for customer gifts. And this is why I got this little kit off eBay, because I want to start doing jewellery or little charms and things. So I've got wire, it was all broken. I've got this elastic stuff, which is all broken. It's a bit annoying. I've got pliers, and then I've got this little box, and look, it's all broken as well. So I've got all these little bits. I know they're important. One saying, love it, I've got so many scraps to use up. Perfect. Oh, thank you, Margaret. Please feel free to give me a little message, because I really want to start making more personalised gifts for my customers. That would be awesome. Right, I'm going to pop this here just now. I'm going to cut some vellum, and we'll stamp on it, and then I'll pop it to the side so it can dry. Now, vellum, we're going to tear it. Vellum tears good one way and it doesn't tear the other way. It's kind of like, what do you call it? Copier paper. Right, the width that it needs to be is 4 inches, because we're going to wrap it round that top section. So I'm just going to cut that like so. And the width needs to be wide enough so that we can stamp whatever we want on here. So let me get that. Tricia, where did you buy that scissor charm? Rouse, I'll try. That's a lady in the UK that makes them. Those cost me, I think it was £1.50 each. However, if you do it yourself, you could save a fortune. But I'll try and find a link. She makes lots of handmade stuff, and it's really, really good. And I've ordered the little charms as well. Right, so. I just think it's a nice little touch. Right, we need a couple of blocks. I need to clean these. Right, so a few little blocks. You're welcome, Rouse. You are most welcome. My goodness, it's 10:30 already. Right, so what you need to do is you want to make sure that your sentiment is going to fit. Okay, so it's roughly about 2 inches. So that's fine. My desk's getting really messy. So what we're going to do, we're just going to kind of roughly, what's the word? Tear it. We have a tear here, and I want a clean edge on the bottom, but you could do, in fact, let me just tear it actually. Look. Okay, and we need a third bit, and you can kind of manipulate it. You can ruffle it up as you wish with your nails or with the edges of your scissors. Okay, so let's choose a colour. Here is all the colours. I've not got Petal Pink out because that sap's a little bit too light for me on the vellum. Right, let's pick. What would you like the happy? What colour would you like happy in? Darker colours do go better. There's the Old Olive, which goes really nice with those pinks. And there is the Night of Navy, Seaside Spray, Rococo Rose. First one to shout out a colour, and I will stamp the main sentiment in that. Navy. There we go. Thanks, Karen. And what about the little sentiment that goes with it? We could do that a different colour. Oh, yep. Everybody's liking Night of Navy. Perfect. Okay, so we need a colour for the little extra sentiment. Now, you need to be careful with this because it goes everywhere. Oh, thank you, Mandy. That's awful kind of you. Stacey would like one in pink. Oh, pink for the little sentiment. Right, I get you. I get you. We'll do a pink and we'll do an Old Olive. Right, so all we need to do is stamp that on. Okay, we'll do another one. Can you see these okay? Like so. And then we will do a pink one. So let me clean this. I've just got little wipes here because it's easier than the Simply Chamois. I'm needing to give it a good wash in the washing machine. Okay, I'll just dry that a little. Okay. So we'll do one in Rococo Rose and then we'll do the little sentiments in Rococo Rose on the other ones. I love this. I have used it so much. Oops. Just say, you can dry these with your, whatchamacallit, heat tool. I'm just going to pop them out the way. You can see they're quite wet. Give them a chance to dry. Because I did do some smudging the last time. Okay. So just going to do that. Ta-da! Fab. Clean that off. Okay, so keep this one out. Just don't put anything on top. Keep them separate. Okay, so sentiment. I think we should have. Let's see what sentiments are there. I think I'll do Happy Mail because I've not done a lot of them. And because they are going out to my team for swaps, that makes sense. Okay. So all we need to do is stamp that underneath. It is a bit light, this one, but it still looks nice. Ta-da! And then we'll do Night of Navy on the other one. Oh, I'm trying to close this the wrong way round. I'm trying my hardest not to get covered in ink. I tell you what, I had my Iceland delivery earlier, but about half an hour before it, my the little one was in the bath and he shouted because someone chapped the door, and then the doorbell went and I went to the door and there was absolutely no one there, so that was a bit spooky. There's no way they would have escaped that quickly. Right, let's stamp some flowers. So I think we'll go for the light blue for the flowers. Morning, Susan. How are you? Right, so we need Soft Sea Foam, Night of Navy. Then we need the, that's not Soft Sea Foam, that's Seaside Spray. So we're going with a light and a dark blue and a light and a dark green colour shade. And I'll show you why. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to get the little floral stamp. Okay, and we're going to stamp that. It's going to come off of the vellum, but that's okay. That's my fault for not stamping quite in the centre. Okay, and I'm going to put this one here. Right, so that is the first layer. And then we'll put the second stage stamp on it now. Wow, we've got 21 lovely crafty people. Look at that. Night of Navy all over me. It's not fair. Not fair. So this is the second part of the stamp. Absolutely beautiful. I love this style. I just love it. So remember, we're going to stamp on it with the darker blue this time, and it does go a certain way. You'll see there's a little petal at the top that kind of, it goes a little bit squint. Hang on, I'm going to have to bring this closer to me to stamp on it without showing you guys my hair. Ta-da! Don't want my head in the shot. Okay, this one, let's see, goes this way. These photopolymer stamps are really good because you can see through them. It's just a little difficult when you're doing them alive because you can't actually go directly above it. Okay, you can see it's still very wet, so I might have to quickly give them a blast with my heat tool. Okay, so that's the little flower done. So pop that back, and we're going to do a little leaf now, which is the same kind of style. We've got the first, oh, Tina's saying she's had lovely sunshine, now it's raining. Oh, we've got the little leaf, and we have the second layer for the veins. Okay, so let's put the blue away because we're done with that. Jane saying, I love my Saturday mornings now. Cup of tea, phone sideways and propped up on the table and crafting. Oh, thank you. Everyone's saying so pretty. Thank you so much. It does get a bit messy though. Look, now I've just shut the wrong ink. So the soft sea foam and the seaside spray is rather subtle on the vellum, but once we do the second part of the stamping, you can see that's the first layer. It does show up better. Janet's saying I agree. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm just trying to keep away from the wet bits as much as possible. Okay, that's that one done, and then that'll be the stamping finished. You do, if you're getting this set in January, a good idea is to get some basic rhinestone jewels as well, because they go absolutely beautiful on the little flowers. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, so we're Old Olive now on top. Tina saying, can't beat messy crafting. Everyone's always covered in ink. Well, you should have seen me the other night. It's normally, it used to be Lovely lipstick that I used to get absolutely covered in. You know, the shades that really do stain. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter if there's some little smudgy bits or what have you, because the vellum is all loosely torn, so it does look a bit rusticish. So people will probably think it's been done on purpose, which is fine. Okay, so we're done with that. Let me get my heat gun, guys, okay? Give me 2 seconds. This is just going to be a little bit noisy, and I just need to do it off screen, I think, because it doesn't reach. Oh no, it does. That's fab. Right, so I'm just going to dry this. Chat amongst yourselves. Does it dry smudge proof? Yes, it does. A good idea when you're doing vellum is just stamp it in advance. I've even seen the next day it being a little bit able to be smudged, so I would dry it. Right, I'll just pop this on full blast now. Isn't it gorgeous? You get quite a nice effect as well, stamping underneath. Obviously that doesn't work with sentiments, but, and you can kind of see where it is still wet. You see it's shiny. It depends how inky your ink pad is as well. Da -da 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 -da. Oh, someone's sending me lots of love hearts. Thank you. You could always pop a tissue over it to lift up any excess ink, but it will lighten the colour, so. But as tried and tested, it does actually clean off. You see how I wiped that off just with a wet wipe? So if you have any smudges, you can remove it. I wouldn't do that on normal cardstock though, but it's okay on the vellum. Just make sure your tissue is clean. Mine isn't. Right, I'll keep them to the side. So what we need to do is make another 2 layers like this. That is fine because it allows me to chat with you guys. Ashley's just looked at mine. They're called Mobile Phone Cord Loop Lanyard Keyring. Oh, thank you. They have the string and the jump ring attached. Oh, that is even better, Ashley. Thank you so much. I just want to try my hand. I had a lot of jewellery making stuff and I just never got into it, and I ended up putting it all to the charity shop. I should say also mobile phone loop with lobster clasps. Fab. I do have lobster clasps, but if they come already with that, that would save a lot of time, especially with our fritted fingers. Awesome. You're so kind. Okay. Da, 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 da. See how easy that is? Fabulous. What colour now? The light blue. Seaside Spray even. So does anybody else have any exciting news they want to share? I don't have any news. Boring here. Now this is on a little bit squint by the looks of it, but you would never know. The ones I've got come complete. I've done the same, used them in past for gifts. Of fab. Fabulous. What's after the green? Pink. Petal pink. Yeah, this one is slightly squint, but you know what? It's absolutely fine. Okay, so that's 2 done. 1 more, and then we can put them all together. I think the third one, I'll punch out some hearts. So, need a lot more coverage of glue if you're going to punch bits out, just in case there's any elements that, or parts of it that's going to fall off. Right, that's in line, that's good. And you could do this with any colour that you've got. It's just a good idea. Maybe if you haven't got the designer series paper in a suite, if you look at your catalogue and you look at the description of the designer series paper that goes with the stamp set you're wanting to use, it does tell you the coordinating colours. So it's a good way to get round until you get your DSP, you see. Where there's a will, there's a way. Right, okay. Da-da-da. And we're back to the green now, soft sea foam. Rococo, no, old olive. Old olive, old olive. I meant to say, last week there was a lot of comments that I didn't actually see on the live, so I do apologise for that. These are 1/2 inch by 3.5, and I'm popping them onto a bit of cardstock that is 3.25 by 4 3/4, or by, is it by, yeah, by 4 3/4, and it just allows for overlap, and then I can trim it down. The last cards I done, I was lining them up with the white, and I got it slightly out, so it's better to kind of have it overhanging. And then once it's dry, use your little favourite scissors and snip them all up. Hi Janice, how are you? Hope you're well, hun. We're just making some background for onto little notelets with colours that coordinate with the Dana Rickles Pretty Perennials designer series paper. So the bundle, this and the dies, is going to be in the main catalogue, the main mini that's launching on the 5th of January. And then you get the coordinating paper for free. That's a level 1 celebration item, so if you spend £45 before shipping and then I've got a bit glue stuck there, then add glue in or something like that, you can get the designer series paper for free. So for every £45 spend, one of my friends, Kirsten, got me this. Thank you, honey. It's been a godsend. It's been a godsend. Right, you can see it is a bit messy. Margaret's saying she's got 100 of them with lobster clasp on Etsy. Ooh, please send me links, anyone. That would be smashing. Okay. Just trimming this up. Oh, whistling there when I'm talking. Ba-dum-bum. That bit just punged right in the scrap bin. So what is everybody's plans for the rest of the day? Ashley says she'll be using the stamp set in the new year. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm all crafted out with this one. I'm going to move on to another one soon. And it's important that we don't forget about all the annual catalogue products that are still there till the summer. What's that you're using to get the glue off? Kirsten, one of my team, she gifted me this. I think you can get them out of craft stores. I'm not sure of the proper name for them, but any good craft store that would have them, she'll maybe be able to confirm what it's actually called. Morning, Susan. You like these colours together? Oh, that's smashing. Karen's making new baby cards with the new pool toys. Oh, I was so tempted to buy that. That would be so much fun to colour in. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pick up all these strips and put them in here because I will use them again. And it's not that much waste if you don't use them till weeks and weeks later, sort of thing. And I will go back to that because I do that with my scraps. I pop all the bits I haven't used, all the little bits that I've die cut and stuff, and then I go back to it. And there is a blog post coming up soon with 5 Christmas cards that I made with a little pile of excess die cuts. Now I'll put that to the side. Adhesive remover, Ashley's saying. Brilliant. Karen's saying just put in erasers. Ashley's taking her car to be cleaned inside and out. Oh God, you don't want to see the inside of my car. Janice's saying yes, glue erasers are available on the e-store. Margaret's saying Stampin' Up used to do the glue eraser. Oh wow. Jane's saying I'm a crafty tidy crafter. I have to have a clear desk before I start and a clear desk when I finish. So, oh Tina, I don't use Amazon Prime. I don't use it, honey. I know people that do. And order things like boxes of shortbread and stuff like that just so they can get it quick. Ashley's made a project yesterday using playful pets. I'm looking Christmased out too. Yeah, definitely. I am definitely Christmased out. Right, so what I need to do, let me get rid of that little stinky ink thing, is we're going to pop the vellum on and we just tuck it behind that top layer. Okay, so I have, going to need, I've ordered more of these, I'm running out. You can never go wrong with too much bling. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. You can use your normal Stampin' Seal if you wish, but this one goes on a lot easier for me. And then we need some dimensions for sticking the layer on. Right, oh, I've already got them out. You see I take the bit around the edge off, which is quite good for cards. I'll do it with this one, I'll show you what I mean. I'll just snip it like so. And then you can use the edging to put your layer on. Right, so some of these are, they're going to be overlapping over, but you know what, that's absolutely alright. So you're just folding that over. It is a part image, but that's fine. Like so. And we're just going to add some, oops, I'm just going to add some of that Stampin' Seal Plus. Goes on really easy, really sticks really, really good. And that is our little front piece. And then we're going to layer it up on the little card. And layering it up like this with the white makes it pop. Tina's thinking about signing up for Prime. A lot of people do like it. Karen uses their daughter Prime. Only trouble is you can see what I buy. Oh, I know. Yeah, Diane saying years ago used to be able to buy vellum tape that didn't show through. Yeah, I've never seen that. I've never seen that. What I did do was, on the other cards, I put a tiny little splodge of the fine tip glue behind the two P's, just a little, a tiny little dot. One of the cards I did do it with the tape and it did show through, so that's this one here. You can see it's shown through. But if you've pulled this enough, it looks fine. It's just beveling a little bit. Right, so I'm going to utilise this edging, if I can get it off. Canteen, it's as if you use Amazon a lot, you have to pay for Prime. That's why you use your daughter's. Oh, yeah. Right, I'm just going to pop these on. We do have adhesive foam strips. I'm all out of them. I've just remembered that I'm out. So I need to order more because I didn't order any. There's always something in that I forget. Always something. Can anybody see my scissors? Oh, here they are. So Jane's saying, if you're using vellum, it's best to try and fold it over so you can glue on the back. Yes. It's just a little idea. I actually seen it on, it's a lady in New Zealand, Natasha Foot she's called. I saw it on her channel before, and she does it quite regularly. She's really good, got some good ideas. But yeah, I've never been one for sticking it down with glue. I always like to kind of tuck it away as I can. And Andy's saying, waste not. You're right. Everyone's saying, beautiful. Thank you. Right, so let's pop this down, and if you just match up 1/4 of an inch roughly, and there you go. Ta-da! You could put sentiment on the inside as well. Right, so I need the take a pick tool, favourite thing. It's got an extra adapter that you can put in here. This is a it's a sharp pokey tool, and then we have a little palette thing on the other side, and on this end we have the putty. Okay, you can screw that and it comes out, but it takes ages to use this, and you just pick up the embellishments with that, and it saves them pinging all over the place. Susan's saying, very nice, thank you so much. Ashley's saying, or hide it with an embellishment. That's a great idea, hun. Jane's saying she follows Natasha on YouTube. Why not use glue that dries clear? Yeah, you could do. Our Tombow dries clear, but can be a bit iffy with vellum. Oops, what's this little sticky thing? So there is one card. You could add Wink of Stella as well, but remember it will make your ink run. But you could pop it anywhere on here. I did do that with one of the little heart cards, I think. Did I? No, it was a different one. But if you've got 2 layers of something, you could run your Wink of Stella round the edge and it's a really good effect. Alright, let's make the next one. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. I should have maybe done one longer, so I could have done it horizontal, but that's absolutely fine. I will just wrap these around, and you can see this one is fitting in a little better. Da, 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 da. Okay, so where shall I position it? I think I'll pop it at the bottom. I mean, what a beautiful card. Would you guys not love to receive a little card like that? And you need to make sure it's dry, because when you're doing this, you're going to smudge it, okay? Okay, so that is pretty flush. So we'll get the tearing tape out, not the tearing tape, Stampin' Seal Plus. You could use tearing tape, which is here. I have had this for 2 years, it lasts forever. But then I probably don't use it enough. And saying lovely, oh thank you. And Karen saying yes, defo, they are brow. They sure are. Right, so what also would look nice is if you put an extra layer, matte layer behind this in maybe black and stamp the sentiment in black. That would look nice as well. Jane saying, not sure if it's my internet, but dialogue keeps repeating. Yes, I've seen that when I'm on lives. I don't know why it does that, Jane. I know for me, sometimes because I have my personal account and my Smith's Crafty Creation Facebook page linked together, every time I commented it would come up one for each. I think it's just a glitch with Facebook, hun. It is annoying though when you're, it looks like you're repeating yourself, but we can't see that here. So you're alright. Okay. Now I managed to get this a bit inky. This must be slightly wet still. So I'm just going to turn that over. And we're going to pop that one down. Lovely jubbly. What you could also do is, you know how if you've got these stamping blends or alcohol markers, you can colour your basic pearl jewels in the coordinating colours. You can see I've done that on other projects. And it's good because it means that you can have any colour to coordinate in the one pack. I love to use these. I've got these rhinestone jewels as well. I think that is the soft sea foam. I'm going to use a couple of them. I haven't actually opened them yet. And this was a gift from my upline for On Stage, which is a Stampin' Up event for us demonstrators, so that was nice. Jane saying, I'm out shopping, I'm in the car, I'll catch up later. Oh, no worries, I didn't know you were on, hun. Good morning, hope you're well. Jane saying, simple but so effective. I like word cards. Me too, me too. And I know I keep saying and. I did do other cards where I fussy cut this out. I'll quickly show you. You will see these in a blog soon, everyone. I've just not had a chance. You can see in this one I've stamped it and I've cut it out. That's quite a nice effect as well. So these are all based around the designer series paper. And then my next batch of cards, that's simple stamping. My next batch of cards are going to be based around the die cuts. So I've never made so much projects from one bundle yet in my life. So that is definitely a good sign that this is definitely a worthwhile product to having in your little stash. Sorry, I say little. I bet it's a huge stash you've all got. Julie's saying, love the colours. Oh, thank you, Julie. I hope you're well. I'm getting lots of love hearts. Thank you. Right, so the jewels gradually increase in size. So I'm just going to use the little one. Oh, these are nice. These are beautiful. Oh, they're lovely. I do like that. You could also put one on the eye for mail. I think I did that with one card. I popped a little embellishment on there. Right, the next one we're going to do is the love hearts. So, I think I'll keep these out because I'll use them. So we're going to stamp. Mandy saying beautiful coloured cards, thank you. Ashley said she didn't get the dies, are they nice? Yes, they're nice. Where did I put them? La la la. This is an excess piece, I'll use that later. Where did I put them? Oh, Ashley, I'm so... See when I can't find stuff on my desk? They are really nice, hon. I'll show you the kind of things quickly, what they cut out. So we've got this one. We have got that one. We've got the die cuts for the small flower, the 4-petal flower, we have the larger flower, and then we have one for the, I've only seen Fabulous, had vellum in my surf for ages and not used it. Get it out, girl, get it out! And we have the leaf, then we have a die cut leaf, we have this lovely big foliage, is that you call it? We have a little die cut for a centrepiece, which could go on there. What else is there? Here's one that I cut out in Balmy Blue glitter paper with a little embellishment. And we've got all the other little stamps and stuff, so they're really pretty. Our style's quite similar, Ashley, isn't it? We like pretty but as simple as you can get, kind of, without too much work. Striking, and I've just spilt all them all over my jar. Dear me, hang on a second. Da-da-da. What a messy. Right. So, can you still see me live? Something happened to my phone there. I hope my battery's not ready to run out. Right, let's do this last card quickly. We're going to stamp in Night of Navy because I think it's just really pretty. Ashley's saying we have the same taste. It's nice, that. Right, stamp set. So let's do sending lots of happy. Okay, so make sure your sentiment's the right way round. So just using this last card. Right, that's good, thank you. Something happened with the phone I'm viewing it on. Just going to do sending you lots of, like so, and I'll clean that later. And then we need the happy out. I would love it if there was a set that was just full of all these big words. You never know, maybe next year's catalogue. Okay, I think I've got enough ink on there. I think that's it. Postman. Ta-da! Just a great, absolutely great stamped image. Ashley's saying it's lovely embossed if you have any nice embossing folders too. Brilliant. Jean's moving the house next year and going to have a purpose-built craft room. Fabulous. See, to have that little safe haven space, it's amazing. Right, so the not the stamps, the punches I'm going to use are hiding. But these come in a dual pack. So we have the Love Heart and then we have the Scallop. So that's the matte layer and this is a top layer. So we need a piece of, let me see, should I think we'll layer it up on a piece of cardstock. Okay. So that's the first layer. And then we want to punch out. Now you'll get a few off of this. So I just want to try and make sure I'm getting as many. You see how a bit popped off there because it wasn't glued right. So that will need to go back on. Come on, out you come. It was obviously the other sheet that I'd stamped. I'd attached them a little bit better. I'm just going to pop this out for another card and I'll pop it up there so don't forget about it. So this is really easy to fix. Just a little bit of glue. I'm just going to lift that with my tool. Take your pick tool, and there it's there. Ta-da! Julie's saying she loves the sentiment stamps. I have this set in order and hopefully get the 23rd. Fingers crossed. Stacey's saying our daughter's moved out, so she now has a craft room. Wow, you're so lucky. Now that is clashing too much for me, so I'm going to use Rococo Rose, and then that'll be me finished. Right, let me see. You could layer it up with a piece of what do you call it? Vellum as well. I've done that on the other card. Right, let's get a bit of this out. Jane's, look, that's, is that stamp a punch I want? I keep calling it a stamp. Do you used to do that, get things muddled up? Jane's saying, just to share, because I'm so excited, we've got a funding bid approved for a project to support learning disabled adults with senior citizens who are isolated and lonely. That is amazing. We have a project at our work, Jane, that's ran for a year now, and it's called Friendship Changing Lives, and that is exactly what it's for. Vulnerable adults up to any age, because that was lacking in our region. So it's to promote friendship and give people a voice. Right, I've popped that on slightly skew left, so I'm just going to carefully peel it off. That's a good thing. It will come off until you bone folder it down solid. My husband was just giving me a little nod there to say hurry up, because we've got to go to the kids' grand's house for his wee presents. But this is the last card anyway. Tina's saying, my craft room is my sitting room. Brilliant. Jane saying, I will have to get some ideas off you. Perfect. Yeah, you should look up the website, the Feminine Advocacy. They really are amazing. And if you follow us on social media, you'll see a lot of stuff that goes on as well. That is just awesome. Because we have events and things like that for the citizen advocates and their partners, and they are all volunteers. And they do it all off their own back. They don't claim expenses. And we've had some of the partnerships have been going on for 18 years. So it really is good. Right, let's pop. Let's pop a little green Softly Foam gem at the end of the H and the Y. It's a good little thing as well. And I think I'm going to put one here on the sending. Oh no, I don't like that there. Let me take that off. I've lost the glue dot now. Let me pop it back on. I'm just going to put that on there. Whew, that was close. Let me pop these away, and then I'll get sorted. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's nearly 10 past 11. Oh, I'm going to have to get dragged away from my craft desk. Right, so, again, people that have been engaging today, commenting and stuff, I really do appreciate it. And as a thank you, I will pick out a name for someone to receive the little scissor charm. And I will try and remember and share the page of the lovely lady who made these. She's inspired me to give it a go myself. So, just to recap. Well, thank you, Jackie. There's the 3 cards. Really, really great stamp set. I just love it. And this lady that reached $1 million sales, Dana Riccal, she's just a wonderful, wonderful demonstrator, and she's so friendly. And sometimes she comments on my page and stuff, and I feel like, oh, you're famous. Anyway, that's the 3 cards for today. If you are shopping online, remember these aren't available. The stamp set and bundle isn't available till January, but all the cardstock is, the ink is, the punches, embellishments. Do let me know if you're popping an order through, and if you need a hand to get your hostess code in. Thank you so much. And yeah, if anyone's going to watch and catch up later, I will have it on YouTube later on, okay? Mwah. Love to you all, and I really, really appreciate you. See you later, folks, and stay safe and have a nice weekend. Bye now.